Blaze. What are some titles I think you guys should check out before the next big wave of titles hits in March? So what am I currently playing? Right now, I'm playing Resident Evil 2, which, just so you know, I did get that as a free download code. So, you know, all that good stuff, take what I say with a grain of salt, but the game is fantastic. It's nice to play a survival horror game again. It's been a while. Haven't played one since probably Resident Evil 7, which was also excellent. I did not beat 7, I did not beat 2. I usually get stressed out somewhere along the lines of playing these games, but I absolutely love them. Graphically, Resident Evil 2 is one of the best looking games I've seen. This remake is fantastic. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I'm still playing that. I've been playing that for a while. Excellent title. My favorite favorite Call of Duty game in quite a while. I can't remember, probably since like Black Ops 2, I would say. The multiplayer is great. There's a lot of stuff to do. The Battle Pass is a bit bullshit. Don't really like it. I'm about 50% of the way through the Battle Pass, and we have about maybe 2 weeks left. Let's say 2 weeks left. Definitely worth checking out if you haven't, though. Definitely recommend this game. This is kind of like my interstitial game. I'm just playing this when I have like a half an hour here or there. The other games that I'm playing, though, Control is awesome. Just started this. This is like basically like the Matrix, sort of. Like, you don't really understand what the hell's happening, and you got to kind of figure everything out. You become like the director of this bureau, which happens like in the first, you know, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. I'm not spoiling anything for you. And you really are just figuring out what's going on. I'll leave everything up to you guys to check out. Definitely worth checking out if you like stories. If you want to get the most out of this, there's a lot of reading. You know, there's files to pick up. There's audio logs, things like that. And that's really where they're telling you the story at. So if you're not down to get those things, you're not going to get a lot out of this. But if you are, if you want to read and, you know, find out more information, very interesting title. Interested to see where things goes. I'll probably will beat this one, whereas I don't think I'll probably beat Resident Evil 2. And the other game I'm playing kind of interstitially right now is Yooka-Laylee. Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair, to be specific. So this is the second Yooka-Laylee game. This one is like Donkey Kong Country. If you're like Donkey Kong Country, like the old ones from the Super Nintendo, or if you like Donkey Kong Country from the the Returns that was on the I think that was on the Wii, and then you got Tropical Freeze, which is on the Wii U and the Switch. This is basically an easier version of Donkey Kong, which is nice because I was playing that Switch one a couple years ago, and that thing was freaking hard, man. So if you're into those kind of games, Yooka-Laylee is awesome. It's I feel like so far I'm only on like the 3rd chapter. Pretty easy so far, but I'm enjoying it. So those are some games I could recommend that I'm currently playing. We also wanted to mention that, you know, there's some games, I also wanted to mention that there's still some games I want to play from last year that I haven't gotten around to. So we got The Outer Worlds, DMC5, and Days Gone. Those are 3 games I'm going to try to squeeze some time into. Hopefully, I want to get a kind of a taste of the things I feel that I would have enjoyed that I missed from last year. So hopefully I can get to all these games and play them at least for a little while before March hits. Because when March hits, Ori and the Will of the Wisps is coming out, Animal Crossing and Doom Eternal are all coming out, you know, within a couple weeks in March. That's going to take up a huge amount of my time, so I'll let you guys know my thoughts and feelings on that when that comes around. But just some other things for you guys to do in this drought. If you want to go retro, I definitely recommend the Sega Genesis Mini. This is an awesome all-in-one system. You get over 40 games are on here. You got, you know, Revenge of Shinobi, Alex Kidd. Kid Chameleon is amazing. Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2. Unfortunately, there is no Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which, you know, you guys probably know that there's a whole music licensing thing, which is probably the reason it's like never on compilations. You got Phantasy Star 4, Streets of Rage 2, Street Fighter 2, Champion Edition is on here. Just some of the best Sega Genesis games you can buy. Definitely worth the investment. I think they're $80, but I've seen them on sale for like $59.99. So if you want something that can take up a whole bunch of your time and give you a lot of stuff to do, this is awesome. Castlevania Bloodlines is in here too, which is another quality title. Just some other stuff that I've played over the past year that I would recommend. Let's see. Let's go through the last Xbox game. I know I just was playing a lot of Xbox recently. That's kind of been the case over the past year. Gears 5. This isn't the game box. This is something else. But Gears 5, I feel like nobody talked about when Game of the Year came around. It should have had more recognition. It was a great Gears game. If you have any interest in Gears, or if you like third-person cover-based action games, definitely recommend Gears 5. Link's Awakening was a great surprise. I picked it up because I love Zelda games. I never played this one before. I think I'm about halfway through the game. I got to get back to it. I really enjoyed my time with it though. There's a bit of obscurity, they don't really tell you exactly what to do, which that's kind of the standard case for the old Zelda games. I feel like the newer ones are a lot easier at pointing you in the right direction, which way to go. But definitely check this out. Definitely worth $60. This was the collector's, or the Dreamer edition. This came with an art book, so this was a little bit more. Some other Switch games I played. New Super Mario Brothers came out. This was a great game that probably not a lot of people played because it was on the Wii U, but it got moved over to the Switch. This is an awesome 2D Mario game. One of my favorites that I've ever played. My wife and I have been playing this quite a bit. This is probably my most played Switch game from last year for sure. We still play this once in a while, so it has a lasting appeal. You can also go back. It has the Luigi, New Super Luigi Brothers, they called it. So it was an expansion. That's included on this one. So you kind of get game and a half in one. A lot of people didn't pick this up, I'm sure. This was Disney classic games, Aladdin and the Lion King. This is worth getting. Richard and I talked about this at one point. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. If you guys are into preserving games and stuff, there's a lot of there's a museum in there that shows you art and different cells and stuff from the game. They have interviews in here. It's really cool. I mean, Aladdin's amazing. This is the Sega Genesis version of Aladdin, which it's the better one, not the Super Nintendo one. And then the Lion King has a rewind feature, which is great because the Lion King is notoriously hard at certain spots. This is definitely worth checking out for the Switch. Killer Queen Black is a multiplayer game. They just have an update though where you can play locally now, which is pretty cool. I think they increased the number of players on there as well. This is really fun. The only thing that's sad about this is the last time I tried to play this, which was only a few days ago, I tried to play this online and just kept getting put in the same room, so it doesn't look like there's a lot of people playing the game, which is unfortunate. But if you have 4 friends or more, you can play locally now. This is a really fun game. It's a good party game if you're looking for something for multiple people to play. Luigi's Mansion 3, I'm still early on in this game, but it's definitely awesome. There's a co-op feature, which I just started getting into, so I can't really speak to it too much. But I've been enjoying my time with this. If you're looking for a Nintendo-esque game, it's not, I don't think it's as good as Mario or Zelda or anything, but it's very good. And then I did play a couple of PS4 games last year. Man of Medan, I still haven't completed. I think I'm pretty close to the end. I need to go back to finish this up, but this was pretty good. This was kind of a budget title. I think this was only $20 or $30 or something like that, and it's probably by this point it's probably on sale. So this is worth checking out. I think they're going to do a whole anthology of games. If you liked Until Dawn, I think Until Dawn was a better game so far. But if you like that style of game, this was right up your alley. And finally, so many people probably didn't play this game. It sold pretty well at first, but Bloodstained. Please, if you have any free time, go play Bloodstained. If there's one game I could recommend from last year that not enough people played, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is basically the sequel to Castlevania Symphony of the Night. So if you enjoyed that game, even the slightest bit, this is that game through and through. The story I enjoyed quite a bit. I can't wait till they make another one of these. This was my game of 2019, for sure. I'm still, enjoying Resident Evil, still enjoying some other stuff that I haven't gotten to. But even from those things, from the taste I've had of those, this game is amazing. Everyone should play this game, and hopefully they will make a sequel to it. I'm sure that they probably will. I think it sold at least well enough for that. But yeah, guys, that was it. Just giving you guys something to do in, this little drought we have going into 2020. I'm not upset about it. They, Cyberpunk got pushed back, Final Fantasy got pushed back. I'm totally cool with that. They can keep pushing back games, give me more time to do this. They don't have to release a game for a year and I'll be fine. They don't have to do anything. Give me a year off. I'd be great. I'd go back through my backlog and play a whole bunch of stuff. Plus I'd have more time for retro games, which I'm always looking forward to. That's another one I started playing was Ninja Gaiden 3. I picked that up recently. Ninja Gaiden 3 on the NES is awesome. It seems like it's a little bit easier than the first one, which is probably a good thing. But hey guys, hope you find time to enjoy this drought the way I'm enjoying it so far, and get ready for the onslaught that's going to start in March. Take care.